All right, so I'm going to try to make some midweek content here. Got out of work a little early today. So when I have extra time, I like to do these kind of things. Um, so yeah, life is cruel. Um, it's going to be hard. It's not always easy. It's very cruel. It's very painful with the loss of like loved ones, friends, hardships, financial, mental illness, crime, selfishness. I mean, the world is a very good place, but it's also a very cruel and negative place too, especially on the internet, right? Like, there's a lot of good out there. And it's easy to get wrapped up into the negativity. It's very easy. Like I've said, you can go onto a post about puppies and people are arguing in a whole thread. Everyone's entitled. Everyone has these massive opinions. Even if they're wrong, people will still fight illogically. It's craziness. I don't really subject myself to it. I have my own opinions, but I try to keep it rational, and I just won't get into it with irrational people. But before straying too far off topic, it's just life's cruel, man. I lost my brother at a young age. A few years later, I lost my best friend to heroin, both of them. This is before fentanyl, many years ago. Seems like yesterday, both instances. But like, when you lose somebody, it's just like, it's the worst feeling, like, oh, I'll never be able to talk to them again or hug them again, and these sort of things are going to happen repeatedly throughout your life. I mean, that's just the cycle of life, right? You live and you pass on, and it sucks, but it's the way things go. And experiencing it's heartbreaking, and it crushes you, but it can build you if you let it, right? You can't let it break you. Like in a lot of these intervention videos and, all these videos of people abusing drugs, alcohol, and I hate how like it's separated when alcohol is a drug, and it's very bad. But everyone's talking about numbing their emotions from the past, loss of a loved one, and, they're coping, they're looking for a coping mechanism to like numb out, and it's making their life worse. You have to let it sort of build you and try to focus on the positive things, the experiences you had with these people, from these relationships that may have made you depressed that they ended, like heartbreak, losing loved ones, financial loss. It's soul crushing, and some people don't make it through it, Some people give up, whether that be leaving this world, just succumbing to a substance, or just not doing anything, just being stagnant in life. And it breaks my heart. I've been there. I've been stagnant in life in my 20s through breakups and, using alcohol and not knowing what to do with my life. I've been there, and it's a grueling thing. But when you put forth the effort and you think ahead a bit, 3 months, a week, 3 months, 6 months, a year, and you get to the next year, and you see how far you've come, it's very motivating. It's very inspiring to the self, right? When I look back just to the past year alone, I'm very happy with my progress. Still things I'm working on, my caffeine intake, my anger problems. That's really the two things I have to really tackle. I want to do a complete caffeine, cold turkey, boom. I'm waiting for like a 3-day weekend and just do it and be rid of it and see how it turns out. It's about 3 to 6 days it's going to be rough for me, because I know I'm fully addicted to it, but at least it's not energy drinks. It's like liquid bean water, because I drink. It's not very heavy. but I drink a lot of it, and I drink it straight black. So my anger still, it's some weeks are better than others, but it's rough sometimes for me, you know. But there's things I will improve on, and I have. Sometimes you go back 2 steps, but as long as you're crawling forward, you know, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Life can suck, man. Loss of like animals. Animals are like family to me. I don't know when my cat and dog go. It's going to hurt. It hurts. I have a husky I haven't seen in a long time that I raised. Breaks my heart. I still shed tears over it, you know. I'm not afraid to admit that. I do that kind of stuff in private. Hits me once in a blue moon. But, you know, it is what it is. It's painful, but you can always overcome. You know, it might not feel like it. You might feel like you're stuck and it's never going to get better. But only you can make yourself better, right? No one else is going to do it for you. And it's not even that people are selfish. Everyone's so consumed by their own lives, their own troubles, their own griefs. No one has time to really fix other people. And if they do, no one can fix you, and you can't fix other people. I've been through that as well. You can't fix no one. They got to want to fix themselves. But yeah. Don't give up. Don't lay stagnant. Don't succumb to a crutch. You know, let it strengthen you and harden you. Your life experiences, you know. Sometimes I'll still dwell on the past. It's sort of a waste of time. It really is. But the mind is a crazy thing. You know, being conscious is a blessing and a curse in itself. You know what I mean? But if you're going through a hard time, try to analyze it and try to think ahead. You know, create goals for yourself. And you will get there, you know. I'm a perfect example of it. Anyone can do it. And, you know, some people are in a bigger rut than I am. Or I was. You know, I misworded that. Where I was a few years ago, people are in a much bigger rut than that. You know, it could be harder for them. I can't really speak from their standpoint. But I know people that are in a much easier position that don't do anything about it. I dug out of a much harder position than them. But that's on them. But it is what it is. That's really it for this.